There everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to another card in my 2019 holiday card series. I'm calling these floating cards. You guys will have to let me know. So I'm cutting down this piece of basic black to 8.5 by 5.5, and then I'm going to score it at 4.25. After scoring it at 4.25, I'm going to move that score line to the 1 3/4 inch mark, and that's where I'm going to make my cut. And then the other one I will cut off at 3/4 inch. So, and then I'm just using the Feels Like Frost Designer Series paper. The front side of this is photos, and then the back side is this really pretty silver. And yeah, so here I'm cutting a piece of acetate. So unlike Monday's card, where we use the die cuts to kind of float in the middle, this one we're actually going to make a scene on the acetate. So this background paper is when I made the foiled cards a few weeks ago. I really like it, and I wanted a night sky without having to do any ink blending. So yeah, so I'm just cutting down my cardstock, getting ready to go. So I've already cut out some clouds from a Lawn Fawn die, and then I cut out the Santa Claus silhouette, Santa Claus and reindeer silhouette from the, I think it's called Holly Jolly bundle from the 2019 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. And you'll see this later, but what I've done is I have die cut this with some adhesive sheets on the back, and then the other one I put adhesive sheets on the front. So I'll show you that when we get to that part. But here I'm fiddling around and seeing how big I need my paper at the bottom. And like I said in Monday's video, I don't have any real measurements for this because I was basically just kind of playing around as I went. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and add the acetate to the front of both pieces of basic black because those are going to be covered with the pattern paper. So I'm going to bring in my trusty binder clip to hold the bottom of this card so I can go ahead and add the acetate. And then I'm just using an adhesive eraser to clean my mat. But here is that Specialty Designer Series paper. It's so pretty. I actually love both sides, and I am not a person that loves the photo paper. It's not my favorite. Okay, once we get this adhered, I'm going to bring in my moon. So my moon up at the left-hand corner, I actually just added some foil to a circle using some glue, and then I cut it out. Well, I added it to cardstock and then I cut it out. For the back, I went ahead and cut out the same size circle. I think I used the layering circle framelits from Stampin' Up! And just cut it out of glimmer paper. And honestly, I probably should have done that from the first, but I wanted some more foil accents on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the clouds, and I'm gonna use the two smaller ones, even though I cut out all three sizes. And then I'm going to adhere this Santa after I add some, what's it called? Spectrum Noir. Glitter. Brain. So I'm just adding the stuff on the back, and all I'm doing is just lining it up. That way there is a scene on both sides of the card. Trimming off the excess because there always is some. I'm going to add some of this to the clouds, and like I said, then I'm going to add it to the Santa. So don't do as I do. I did this and then immediately tried to adhere this to my card. And like I said, I have the adhesive sheets on the back. I would let this dry. Either dry it with your heat tool or let it dry while you wait, because I had issues peeling off the backer tape. And then it was really, really fragile because it was basically kind of wet. So here I'm peeling off. You can see how I'm having a little bit of issue peeling off that backer tape, but I'm kind of starting it like you would contact paper or wallpaper, like starting it at one end and then adding it to the rest. So I'm going to get that adhered. And then here is the other one. So normally you would see the white of the adhesive sheet on the back of the die cut, but I've done it the opposite way because I needed this to be a mirror image. So the cardstock went onto the adhesive sheet, and then the die went onto the front of the adhesive sheet instead of going on to the cardstock. So I don't have that because I did all this off camera, but if you guys have any questions, just let me know. So then I decided I wanted to add a sentiment. So I'm going to bring in a sentiment from the So Many Stars set. It's the season's greetings, and I'm going to bring in my Memento Tuxedo Black ink for this and stamp this at the bottom, and then I'll trim this out with my paper trimmer. Of course, I didn't stamp correctly the first time. I really should have used my Stamparatus, but sometimes I get a little lazy and I just want to do it and go about my day. So, yeah, and I really should have just used that. So you see that tree punch? I was like, can I make a flag with that tree punch? The answer to that was nah. But if you figured it out, let me know. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic week. It's hump day. Get excited. Don't forget, all the links are listed in the description box down below, and I'll see you Friday for another card. Bye for now.